Alright, good morning guys. We are up at Claytor Lake this morning doing a service call. Filter and a UV change. Flushing out the pressure tank. Let this flush out. I'll go grab my compressor. Oh, lovely. This is why I always check pre-charge air in the tank when I'm doing a simple call like this. £38, where we're supposed to be. Lovely. Now, I'm going to energize the pump again. Flush out any sediment. That was pretty nasty. We'll pressure that back up and do that again. Yeah, so we've got this one set at 65. Turn the valve on. Pull out the disconnect. See how discolored that water is. Getting all the trash in the tank disturbed, flushed out. I'll leave this sitting here. You guys can see how nasty that water is. Let this back on. You guys notice that's directly from the well, crystal clear. You notice each time I flush that tank, I leave the boiler drain open when I re-energize the pump. That way it forces all that trash out instead of right back into the tank. So. Alright, we're going to let that fill back up. And cobwebs galore. Alright. Turn that off. That's already off. We got our UV bulb. Filter. Paper towels. Bucket. Filter wrench. Press the red button to depressurize. Break it loose. Press it again. There we go. That's what we wanted. Didn't want that though. Stick this back into here. Depressurize my canister. Alright, and we're going to try a little bit different filter this time. We typically use a 5 micron string, so I couldn't find any. So we're going to go with a 10 micron MCP this time around. Clean off my O-ring. Canister back on. Spin your filter so it lines up in the center. Tighten up our housing. Drop the filter wrench. Close that back. 2 tabs on each side of the UV. Unscrew your bulb. Unscrew your jam nut. Cord sleeve don't look terrible, but we're going to change it while we're here. Somebody forget to get your gloves out of the truck. So we're going to be using the paper towel. Keep the oil off of our fingers from getting on the port sleeve. Tighten that back up. Alright. Turn that back on. Put our bulb in without touching it. Line up our pins. Put it out this way. Snap and snap. Yeah, I just took some stuff up to the truck. Opened up the outside spigot. force all the air out of the system. I think it's turned off. I didn't hear anything move through. Let's see here. Gary, I know that valve's around here somewhere. There it is. He's got it turned off for winterized. Alright, so I'll just let that run. You can hear the air going through that line. Alright, sounds good. You must think I've been here before. I just have to remember to turn that off after when I leave. Dry. Dry. Just a little bit of water there in the floor from where I did everything. That will also dry. Especially if that heat keeps blasting. Jeez Louise. Put the wrench back up. That valve is on, that valve is on, that valve is on, that valve is on. Alright. Now, find our UV light. Plug it back in. Reset our countdown. Perfect. Once again, if you guys watch enough of the videos, you'll know that this light will stop flashing once the bulb heats up. It'll go solid. He's got Pelican water filtration. If he had our stuff, I would typically top off the salt. We're just going to wait on that light to go solid, just to be sure that nothing weird happens. Perfect. Light's solid green now. Check one more time. Make sure I don't have any leaks. Everything's dry. Alright, UV's plugged back in. All my valves are on. Grab my air compressor. Turn off the light. And lock the door per customer. Got it. Door locked. Hopefully I had all my stuff. Forgot to double check. Well, you're actually up at Fighter Lake. You can tell, lake's just right down there. Maybe this fog will lift. I've got another job right down the street. New softener to put in. Turn off the spigot I use. And thus concludes another filtration service. I'm sure you guys want to see my smiling face this morning. So, like, subscribe, comment, all the normal things you do. Appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.